Hey everyone. I don't post on this account anymore. This is an old account. I haven't posted on this since I had gotten pretty big on my main Have a Rotten Day. But I needed to make this video for people who needed to know. And at the same time, I want it to be separated from the content I make because I don't want to make these kinds of videos. I used to a long time ago. And I want to separate that from the fun-loving stuff that I do now. With that said, we need to talk about someone that I had associated with in the past on TikTok. Their name was SuperMarioLegend. SuperMarioLegend was a friend that welcomed me when I first joined the Mario cosplay community on TikTok. He seemed chill, he made a few wacky videos, everything was fine. What I learned through hanging out with him and associating with him after a while was that SuperMarioLegend is very, very sheltered. I am not saying this to bash on him, but SuperMarioLegend is very sheltered by his mother, who doesn't let him seem to get a job, doesn't let him seem to go out with people, doesn't seem to let him meet new people, go experience life. He stays cooped up in the same four walls. The reason why I am saying this is because some of the things that SuperMarioLegend has done, I feel like attributes to him not having any social skills and knowing how to act with other people. That does not justify what he's done. That does not make what he's done okay. But I feel like it's worth noting. SuperMarioLegend was friends with myself and another content creator that is still a friend of mine named Peachy Kitty Cosplay. We used to make videos together, and we also used to play Overwatch on the weekends. Yes, for some reason, Overwatch 2 is very poignant in this story, so bear with me. SuperMarioLegend is a very charismatic person who seeks gratification because that's, well, why he dresses up as Super Mario. He seems to just need this praise and enjoyment and fun to entertain people because, again, that's all he knows in life. Cue a 15-year-old TikTok boy named Mr. Legend Luigi. Now, as you can probably tell, the names are similar. Mr. Legend Luigi had a moniker before meeting SuperMarioLegend, but I don't know what it was because I didn't know the situation before I got here. But Mr. Legend Luigi is a 15-year-old fanboy of SuperMarioLegend. From what I gather, the situation went like this. Mr. Legend Luigi is a fanboy of many things, and he made a fan cam CapCut edit of SuperMarioLegend's TikToks. This caught SuperMarioLegend's eye, and Mario Legend, who just loves being praised by people, commented on the video and told the fan he loved them and to keep making them. Eventually, this led to the two DMing each other and becoming friends off-screen. Now, I want to preface this next part of the story by saying I personally do not think that SuperMarioLegend was in any way a groomer or PDF file, if you know what I mean. However, the things he has done attributes to why people think this way. He had been friends with Mr. Legend Luigi for quite some time. He had also been friends with other children, other younger middle school, high school children on Discord and so on. Some of them very immature that we've had to kick out of Peachy Kitty Cosplay's TikTok Nintendo Discord server. Well, SuperMarioLegend kept hanging out with this Mr. Legend Luigi up to the point where Mr. Legend Luigi, again, 15 years old, confessed his feelings to SuperMarioLegend. SuperMarioLegend is my age. He is 27 at the time of the confession, 26. We immediately, when he told us the situation, Peachy Kitty Cosplay and myself told Mario Legend, you need to not interact with this child. They are not mature. They are taking this the wrong way. That's the last I hear of the situation. So, jump to a couple months ago. I think 2 or 3. I was doing stuff around town. I have a job. I had to go to the bank. I get a message from another friend of mine. The friend says, you need to see what's going on in Peachy Kitty Cosplay's Discord server. So I do. There's a venting hashtag where people just kind of express their hurt feelings. Mario Legend is in there because he has posted a TikTok upset at the world because someone is wrongfully calling him a groomer. His words, not mine. Everyone in the Discord server seems to be consoling Mario Legend, wondering what's going on. Well, here's what happened. Super Mario Legend posted a TikTok video which was just a sad picture of him looking down, depressing music playing with text on the screen. Long story short, saying that he had to end a relationship because a mother thought he was a PDF file. I was so confused until I saw in that Discord server, in the venting chat with Mario Legend, is Mr. Legend Luigi talking about the same situation. It didn't take long to put 2 and 2 together to realize Mr. Legend Luigi's mother had told Super Mario Legend to stop talking to her son, or she was going to contact some kind of authority. She was clearly seeing what was going on TikTok and was utterly disturbed by the situation. Aren't we all? Well, Super Mario Legend leaves this tidbit of information out of his little venting post. He's having everyone in the Discord server console him, make him feel better, without mentioning the fact that he had brought this on himself by still associating with Mr. Legend Luigi after Mr. Legend Luigi had confessed feelings for him. I know this is all gross, but let's try and get through it. If you need a drink, get one. So I decided to inform everyone by replying to a message in the venting chat, expressing to them, you kind of brought this onto yourself because you kept associating with this child, this actual child, after he had confessed feelings for you. To this point, Mr. Legend Luigi started doing the guilt trip tactic of, well, maybe I should just leave. But I'm not exactly one to fall for guilt tripping tactics, so I replied with, yeah, you probably should. So he did. He left. And once everyone had caught wind of the situation, we all had to talk about what was going to happen with Mario Legend. You see, not only did Mario Legend catch the ire of Mr. Legend Luigi's mother, he also caught the ire of another disgruntled mother on TikTok making videos about Mario Legend, stating kind of the truth.
So our new buddy, Super Mario Legends, blocked me on all of my accounts. I had somebody else confirm that it is, in fact, just blocked. I thought maybe they yeeted their whole account like a good person, but they did not. They deleted the one video, which is fine, but I'm going to give everybody context and then show you guys some more things that I found during my digging. For context, this is the creator I'm talking about. Seems like a pretty harmless cosplay account, right? Until you get into the comments and you see how much he's talking to actual children. This is the now deleted video where they say up here that they lost a friend because that child's mother did not want this almost 30-year-old adult man talking to her kid anymore. Wants the child to use other children to continue communications. Says things like this and this to a child. Has other people in the comments saying things like this, but then having to say things like that's why they had to quit Fortnite. Because of rumors. Still communicating with the child in the comments, making other videos, fishing for compliments about their age and if they're funny or not. To just get comments like this from children. Children. These are children.
why aren't you just respecting the mother's wishes and not talking to this child? Now again, I don't think Super Mario Legend is a PDF file or a groomer. I do, however, think the reason why he kept talking to this child is because, again, he seeks that self-gratification. And because of that, I think he wanted to stick with the kid to feel better about himself. And so all this backlash and hurt feelings about what the mother said was less about wanting to stay friends with Mr. Legend Luigi, but it was more of the fact that Mario Legend just didn't like that he was being called a groomer and a PDF file. Well, we had to make a long discussion that night while I was at work on a lunch break about what we were going to do with Super Mario Legend. The problem was that Super Mario Legend still had his mod privileges because Peachy Kitty Cosplay, the owner of the server, was on vacation at the time and wasn't able to really take care of the situation at hand. So Super Mario Legend interjected himself into our conversation and basically pity-partied himself the entire time we were trying to talk. He kept saying things like, I should just go. Maybe I should lay low for a little while. Maybe I should just leave and not come back. We kept brushing it off and still talking about the issue at hand. When we had to discuss the idea of removing Mario Legend from the Discord server, Mario Legend immediately popped up and responded with, Wait, I have to leave? So let me get this straight, Mario Legend. You were perfectly okay with saying, oh, maybe I should leave, maybe I should leave. But the moment it's actually humored, the moment we have to think about, yeah, maybe he should leave, whoa, 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 now it's too far. That is a clear sign of guilt tripping. You are saying that, oh, this should happen, but whenever we discuss it happening, you don't want it to. You're being facetious because you're hoping somebody in the call is going to pop in and say, no, Mario Legend, you don't have to leave. It's okay. You're a good guy. That's not how it works. Eventually, we did remove Super Mario Legend from the Discord server. And with him and Mr. Legend Luigi gone, we started to amend everything that happened publicly. Now, Peachy Kitty Cosplay and I still considered Mario Legend a friend, and we wanted to help him through this rut because, again, we really didn't think that he was a PDF file or groomer. And as much as I still don't want to believe that, I can't say I share that sentiment now. With that said, we agreed to no longer associate with Super Mario Legend publicly whatsoever, and we were only going to game with Super Mario Legend behind the scenes, behind the curtain. Well, that led to Overwatch 2. Yes, again, Overwatch 2 is a part of this story, and I'm very sorry. We as a group, me, Peachy Kitty Cosplay, Peachy's boyfriend, Mario Legend, and my fiancé, all liked to group up on Overwatch and play during the nighttime. I assume that Mario Legend could only play at nighttime because his parents don't like the fact that he's friends with Peachy Kitty Cosplay, for reasons that are irrelevant to this story. Regardless, whenever he was kicked from the Discord server, Mario Legend had started making depressing icons for his Discord server, including him just looking down in a dark lit room, or Mario behind bars from Super Mario Sunshine. And he had made references of contemplating game over. His words, not mine. If you know what that means, you know what that means. I can't really say because YouTube's very picky on those wordings. But Mario Legend was contemplating, quote-unquote, not being around anymore. And it's another guilt-tripping tactic that he had never actually humored and he never will. The reason why I say that we'll get to later. We tried cheering him up by playing Overwatch with him, but Mario Legend had been very angry and aggressive since the kick because he didn't get his way. Frankly, personally, I felt like he had a little bit of resentment towards me because I was the one that shed truth on the subject. Well, when Mario Legend played Overwatch 2 with us, he was running in by himself and getting killed. For those of you who don't know Overwatch 2, very simply, you're on a team with 5 people, there's an enemy team of 5 people, and you defeat the enemy in battle in order to get an objective or something like that. Well, it's all about teamwork and grouping up. Mario Legend would constantly rush in because he was angry and just end up getting killed in the process in the video game. And because of that, he would start spouting slurs and foul language that didn't even make any sense whatsoever. Any word that you could think of that wouldn't get him canceled on the internet, he was spewing out. And he was saying very out of pocket things. One thing that was very touchy that all of us felt very uncomfortable with him after saying was we were on a map called King's Row. And we were fighting, but we all died. Mario Legend had rushed into the point by himself. Peachy used our team chat to say, Mario Legend, you need to come back. You need to back up. You're going to die. If you don't do that, you're going to get defeated. Well, before she could even get the sentence out, Mario Legend had died because the whole team had killed him. Mario Legend then proceeds to say, too late for that, Peach. And it was silence. We were all trying to continue with the game. But Mario Legend, for some reason, didn't think saying that was enough. So one of his out-of-pocket situations was him saying in the tune of "Missed me, now you gotta kiss me," you know, the juvenile jingle. He decided to say after that, too late, now you've got to masturbate. Everyone immediately felt uncomfortable. I cringed and enveloped into my seat. We were like, Mario Legend, that was just weird, dude. Why would you say that? He immediately backtracks, and he did that for weeks on end. It got to the point where I had to tell Peachy Kitty Cosplay, I don't know if I could keep playing with this guy. But she did still feel bad for him, and I still did too, so we tried to push through it. Well, one day before work, of course, again, Mario Legend can't get on until nighttime. So during the day, Peachy Kitty Cosplay and I grouped up alone and played some Overwatch. While we were playing, I got a notification that Mario Legend had uploaded a new video. And I was like, okay, whatever, I'll go check that out later. And we went back to playing. Everything seemed fine, but when I drove to work and opened up the app, I saw the notification again. I decided, why not? I'll look at this video. That's when I realized the video that was uploaded was a fan cam cap cut edit of Mario Legend's TikToks. And that's when it all hit me. It was the kid again. Mr. Legend Luigi came back with Mario Legend as his display name and profile picture, making fan cam edits of Mario Legend again. See, the thing is, Mr. Legend Luigi, quote-unquote, left TikTok, as well as the Discord server, after the Mario Legend situation happened. Well, the kid came back. And when the kid came back, he immediately went back to what he was doing. Mario Legend tried to take steps to better the situation by blocking all minors and maybe even like privating some different socials, just not his TikTok. Well, Mr. Legend Luigi made a video of him giggling while turning his phone camera to show he had Mario Legend's TikTok pulled up on his TV screen on a logged off account. Nothing was working. And it immediately made me sick to my stomach because that little action alone shows me how much damage was done to this child because of Mario Legend's negligence. I was taken aback. I told Peachy Kitty Cosplay I really had to think about if I wanted to associate with Mario Legend anymore, because the damage had gone too far and he's taking his aggression out the wrong way. It was horrible. About a week passes, and I tell Peachy Kitty Cosplay one Sunday, I say, all right, I've decided what I'm going to do about this situation. I'm going to tell Mario Legend that the kid is back and still stalking him. And I think there's only one solution to fixing this problem or doing the right thing. In my mind, the only way for Mr. Legend Luigi to get off this weird addiction of this random person on the internet, an adult from a child, is that Mario Legend needed to be out of the picture. So I suggested he needed to either delete his account or I needed to leave. Maybe even just private his account so that the kid cannot see his uploads. That was fair. We decided what we were going to do. Later that day, I messaged Mario Legend in a group chat between him, myself, and Peachy Kitty Cosplays. It was a group chat that we made to group up for Overwatch. I send the message saying, Mario Legend, your stalker's back. Before I even suggest what's happening, after I show him photos of the videos and things like that, he says himself, time to start privating my account. And I was taken aback. I genuinely was proud of him for coming to that solution himself, because Mario Legends seemed to always be about the views and the popularity, but he was willing to private his account so that this kid couldn't see his content. So, we made it work. And it seemed to be working for a little bit. That night, we decided to get on Overwatch 2, and Peachy had given a few extra minutes to help Mario Legend learn how to play the game better. When we got on that night, we were amazing together, and Mario Legend was genuinely in a better mood. The next day, I hear that Mario Legend is possibly getting a job, and that sent me to the moon. I was like, wow, Mario Legend literally turned his whole life around in 24 hours, and we were proud of him. We were proud of this random stranger on the internet for doing basic human functions. Because that's really all we could expect at this point. Well, the next day, while I'm at work, I see something horrifying. Mr. Legend Luigi, the 15-year-old boy, once again uploads another video with a montage of Mario Legend's TikToks playing in the background. This kid is using his voice to say he's waiting for Super Mario Legend to come back. He can't wait for Mario Legend to come back. He's counting down the weeks. Only 152 weeks to go until he'll see Mario Legend again, because Mr. Legend Luigi will be turning 18.
Okay, this is gonna be quite a long video, but there might be some of you who came into my account and attacks me just because I keep adding him. I understand that you want me to stop, but I just want to do it because there is some people, like my online friend, who loves my edits, so I had to keep doing it. But there are some people in my school who keeps making fun of me just because I had a him, the one in the video, the one that you're watching right now. Well, I'll tell you the story. It goes way back in April or March 2023. I met him, but no, I didn't met him. I tagged them in that video. Tag your favorite TikToker and see if they reply. And then a few minutes later, he responded. I was like, what the hell? There is actually no way that's the real Mario Legend. So I check on his account, and guess what? That's him. So let's just say I got a little bit crazy. So I started jumping up and down like a maniac. But let's just say things have been out of hand. I may or may not gone too far. But I started making negativity videos. which he really hates. So, but he told me to control my overthinking. Oh my fucking god. Oh, my overthinking. Because I can't think about him betraying me. But he told me that it won't happen in the future. Or and he promises that our friendship won't break down. Just because it's like chains. You know what I mean? But, what else? But as you know, around 3 or 4 weeks ago, he blocked me because my mum forced him to block it, otherwise he'll be reported to the police. But she doesn't even know where he lives. Like, seriously, how do you know? Why would you report someone who is in a fucking different country? But I do. He told me, I'm not going to say it, but I'm just saying that I do because he told me recently. And but but I hope he might unblock me in around 3 years. So that's 156 weeks. So with that, onto the 4th week. So that means we got 152 weeks left. Yeah, it's gonna be a long year, but I promise you guys, I will stay on TikTok as long. But even though I only have 1 more year of school, so yeah, I just hope that I might be able to pass. Yeah, and lastly, but if he sees this, Mario Legend, if you're seeing this, I know you won't, but I just hope you might see it. I got a message for you. Thank you. Well, there is a couple of things I want to say, but Mario Legend, thank you for being an amazing friend for over the year. Because you made my life much more happier, but without you, I started overthinking too much about all that bullshit. And I may God, no. But Mario Legend, I promise you, I will look after Gio. One of my number 1 fan, sorry. And I hope you're doing okay there. I hope you have an amazing time. And if it's your birthday next year and I'm not there, just to let you know, hope you have an amazing birthday. I know your birthday already ended like a month ago, but I'm just saying, yeah. Bye. Hope you guys have a good day, even at night. See you later.
I repeat, this young boy is waiting and counting the weeks down until he's 18 years old because he believed that Mario Legend was going to come back and be friends with him again when he was. As far as I'm concerned, the damage mentally done to this child at this point made that impossible. There is no functional way that Mario Legend should ever talk to this child again. So, thinking that I was proud of Mario Legend at the time, we went to him in the DMs and told him the situation. He said himself, yeah, of course I'm not going to talk to him when he's 18. I'm done. I'm not going to associate with this kid ever. It's not going to happen. We're proud of him again. We move on. We change the subject. I go and check the video again. And Mario Legend puts in the comments of said video, in an alt account, that he'll be friends with the kid again when he's 18. Now, you may ask yourself, well, Captain Wario, how do you know that this was Mario Legend? Well, when I saw the comment, first of all, my red flag was, how does this random person know the situation? I tapped the account, and it has 2 videos. The first video is scenic photos of the state that we know for a fact Mario Legend lives in. That's just coincidence, right? The second video is an old video of Mario Legend's cosplay as Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th. It's Mario Legend. He made an alternative account, not just to comment on this child's account that we told him to stay away from, but he was also using this account to tell the child he will in fact be back when the child is 18. I was shaking. I messaged Peachy and say, this is Mario Legend. There's no bones about it. She tries her best to believe that it's not the case, but everything pointed to it. So, without asking Mario Legend if that was him, Peachy just asked in secret DMs if Mario Legend had any alt accounts, and he immediately said, "No, I don't. I have this one alt account, which was a totally different alt account than the one that we saw, but that's it." He lied to our face. The one person who had been with him through everything, he lied to her face. And the two people that were giving him the time of day at this point, myself and Peachy, he lied to both of us. I immediately went off. I immediately called him out and said, "How could you lie to us? We were doing everything to help you." And he doubles down. He keeps lying to our faces. "No, that's not me. That's not me. It can't be." Once I point out that the comment was deleted, once I point out that there's a video of him on the account, he still lies. He says, "That's a hacked account. That's not possible." I say, "Mario Legend, this is your last chance to tell us the truth. Be like Mario this one time and do what's right." He cracks and says, "Okay, yeah, it was me. I just wanted to shut the kid up." You lied to us. You talked to the child that you promised you weren't going to talk to anymore. And then you tell the kid you're gonna be back when he's 18. If that's the case, you had been lying to us profusely, because how are we to trust that you aren't actually going to talk to this kid after he's 18? We were crushed. All that progress that he had made that week was completely gone, and we were depressingly disappointed. We couldn't even put it into words, but I tried to. You can see I tried my best to chew him out and just drill it through his head that he just screwed everything up. And of course, he leaves. He deletes his TikTok. He stops messaging me, at least. He messages other people that are in our community, saying things like, once again, he wants to commit game over, that he screwed up, and everyone else, he's keeping it under wraps. Peachy stayed in contact with him, not that she was messaging him, but because she was mulling over how to tell him that he ruined her trust. And he absolutely did. Eventually, she tells him, "I can't be friends with you anymore." And she walks away, just like I walked away. And what did he do? He ran. He deleted his TikTok. He hadn't uploaded since. He's been hiding on very niche social sites like Threads since. But that didn't stop him from lurking around and watching us. You see, we had a reason to watch the situation with Mr. Legend Luigi and Mario Legend, because this was a very concerning thing, and we felt like if we knew about the situation, we had to do something to keep this from happening again. Mario Legend, on the other hand, was still on his guilt-tripping crap. Peachy decided to make a vent TikTok just with a little bit of a dramatic audio that she sat and lip-synced over. You know, TikTok stuff. Mario Legend made another alternate account. And what did he decide to do? Well, first of all, he started talking to the kid again, absolutely. There's evidence of that. But he also did something just unforgivable. He went into Peachy Kitty Cosplay's vent video, went in the comments, and lied, saying that he wasn't Mario Legend, but he witnessed Mario Legend die. That's right, Mario Legend made an alternate account to tell the one person who considered him her best friend, tell her that he was dead, just to see her reaction. Of course, her reaction was simply, "No, he's not." To which he tried to keep saying, "Yeah, huh, I saw the whole thing. He fell in the river." No, he didn't. And it pretty much ended at that point. But that's when we both looked at each other and said, if that's Mario Legend, it's beyond the point of even keeping silent. So I decide to message the account and just give it the false pretense that we already knew it was Mario Legend. And this was his one chance to tell the truth again. He openly admits it. Yep, it was me. I go off. I told him everything I needed to say, and I have nothing else to say to Mario Legend since. He is still hiding on threads to this day. The concerning thing is, when Mario Legend was first in hot water over this whole situation of talking to minors, he went on a mission to block all minors and put on every one of his socials, "No minors allowed." The only reason why I'm making this video is because we are genuinely concerned that Mario Legend is a pathological liar who could genuinely put children into danger. Because we can't trust him, I cannot say for certain that he did not groom a child. And because of that, I feel like we need to talk about this publicly and alert anyone who needs to know. The reason why I'm so concerned is because the last thing we've seen of Mario Legend is on his Threads account that he is still active on to this day. He has removed in his About section, "No minors allowed." Furthermore, the child, Mr. Legend Luigi, had reached out to Peachy Kitty Cosplay apologizing for, quote, costing Mario Legend his two best friends. That can only mean one thing. Mario Legend is once again talking to this 15-year-old child. What's even more concerning is I thought the mother was concerned about the situation and was watching Mr. Legend Luigi, but the fact is Mr. Legend Luigi is publicly posting these videos where he's watching Mario Legend on the TV, he's making these edits again, he's making photoed videos explaining the whole situation, and Mario Legend is talking to the child again. With Mario Legend's track record, with his constant lying, and with the fact that he's talking to this child again and removing his "No minors allowed" description in all his abouts, I am genuinely concerned what he is doing. I do not want to be someone who witch hunts. I do not want to be someone that outs anybody, but I feel like it needs to be known what has happened. I do not in any way associate with Super Mario Legend, and I never will again. We were just trying to be nice to someone who seemed socially inept on the internet. And frankly now, I'm just disturbed by his actions and his presence. I want nothing to do with this person, but the reason why I had to make this video and catalog all the evidence is because, first of all, I will not be called a liar if anything is to come from this. And second of all, I feel it's only the right thing to do after seeing this person mentally just crack a child like this, that they need to be held accountable. They need to be known for who they are and what they are. Because Mario Legend doesn't have an outside life, I guarantee he will be back socially on the internet one way or another. So whoever's watching this, I don't want them lynched. I don't want them, unless there comes genuine evidence that he did something with children, then I want something done. I want authorities involved. But other than that, I have no business with him. But everyone should be made aware of these type of people. Mario Legend, you have no one to blame but yourself. And if you were ever to listen to me, or Peach, or anyone, if you were to listen to one piece of advice we've ever given you, it's this. Get off the internet. Go get a real life and a real job and never come back. Because what you have done has not just burnt a bridge, you burnt the world on the other side of that bridge. You cannot go back. You cannot come back without there being consequences. The only way you get through this is to dust yourself off and leave. Or, if you did anything to an underage person, if you did anything in that category, you need to admit it, and frankly, you need to turn yourself in. I know you won't do that. So the least you could do is leave and never come back. I'm sorry I had to make this video. I'm sorry that I had to potentially disturb some of you with the content that I had to talk about, disturb you with some of the cringy, gross things we had to discuss today, and I hope to the heavens I never have to make this kind of video again. But thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and be careful out there.